The Aries full moon is coming up on October 6th or October 7th, depending on your time zone. And this is going to be a super moon, so it means the moon is close to Earth. It's going to be really bright and beautiful in the sky. It's shining a light on ourselves. Aries is the self, it's who we are, it's what we need, what we want in the world. It's the very first sign of the zodiac, so it's also associated with children, but it's just associated with when you were a kid, you remember that, just sort of that feeling of being able to go out into the world and not give a crap about what anybody else thought, right? It was all about you. And I'm not saying this is like a good way to approach the world, but this is Aries, right? It's kind of all about you. You're not really thinking about what other people think. On the other side of the zodiac wheel, we have the sun in Libra, which is the opposite of that energy. It's about other people, how we relate to other people, how we balance things out, how we have conversations, how we make sure everybody has a seat at the table, everybody's included, everybody has a voice. It's the energy of diplomacy. So full moon is going to highlight that tension between the self and our relationships with other people. I think we've had so much changes come up through eclipse season. This in particular, this past solar eclipse had a big sort of kick in the pants energy to it. A lot of us had some very clear messages about what we needed to close out in our lives. And a lot of that, frankly, had to do with relationships, all kinds of relationships, relationships with coworkers, clients, friends, partners, that, whatever it is. I think we are getting that message, to, in a gentle, kind way, make sure that we're expressing what we need to express and putting ourselves first, and making sure that we're going out there and saying, hey, this is me, this is what I want in a relationship, and making sure that your needs are being met in that relationship. It's very possible that this is not going to be congruent with other people and what they want and what they need. That doesn't mean that, you can't wish them peace and love and happiness and health on their journey. It just means that you won't be aligned with everyone. Libra can tend to be sort of over compromising. It can be that person who is concerned with what other people will think. The shadow side of that is that ego, that protector ego. We're trying to protect ourselves, and we're not putting ourselves out there, our true authentic selves out there, because we're worried about what other people think. So, this full moon is going to be an important time to really think about that. Am I putting my true authentic self forward in my relationships, and are the relationships in my life really on that same aligned wavelength with me? Are they supporting me as a true authentic person? Or are there pieces of myself that I feel like I need to hide, that I need to shrink, and I need to keep small? So that's something to keep in mind during this full moon. If you're interested in getting a reading with me, and I'll look at where this falls in your chart, click the link in bio.